Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. My name remains Adams Olafemi, and it's a pleasure having you today. How is life? How is everything? How is business? How is work? How is I don't know, whatever it is that you guys hold important. How is it going? I hope you guys are thriving. We have a few days before the month of January has come to an end, and I would like to believe that like a lot of us actually acing those goals that like we set out to do. All right, so on this episode, we'll be looking at how to get more customers using Twitter, how to get more customers using Twitter. But before I dive right into what I have for today, if you are there, you're watching me live right now. Okay, this is a live episode. This is 4 p.m. Nigerian time rather. If you're watching me live and you'd like to introduce yourself, just put your name and your location in the comment section, and I will welcome you specially. All right. So while I'm waiting for that, back to the topic, how to get more customers using Twitter. Now, if you are in Nigeria, you most likely will be aware that the government had banned Twitter for a very long time due to one reason or the other. But finally, this month, they allowed us to have access to Twitter again without using VPN. And on today's episode, I'll be looking at how you can position yourself, how you can position your business such that you are able to get more clients using Twitter. All right. The first thing I would like to talk about when it comes to like getting clients on Twitter is the fact that like you need to customize your Twitter profile. You need to customize your Twitter profile. It's very, very important, right? Now, what I'll be doing today is I'll be showing you using people's accounts and then analyzing everything for you to have a better understanding on how to actually, what's the word now? On how to customize your own Twitter profile. Because when it comes to business, branding is very, very important. And when people see your profile, they need to know that like, hey, this person is into this. This is what this person does. And maybe or maybe not, we would want to work with that person. It's very, very paramount, very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now. And just a second. Oof, I think I must have pressed something along the line. Okay, so let me share my screen. And voila. All right, so we'll be using this person's Twitter handle as an example, right? Now, the person has a professional picture, right, as you can see, and then the banner at the back had salient information about the person. In your own Twitter also, you can also do the very same thing. You can have, let's say you are a copywriter, you can have your banner having details of what you do as a copywriter, if you're a blog writer, if you are a graphics designer, right? You should show something that signifies that like this is what you do. Now, this person teaches people how to get clients on LinkedIn. And if you can see his banner at the back, you can see connected clients.co, his website, his handle, his name, and the product that he's selling. This is one person, one of the people that like I'll be showing you today. Now, aside from that, what else? The bio now. Your bio has to have every single information that is necessary when it comes to what? When it comes to your Twitter handle. Right now, checking this person's bio, we'll see that like he talks about what he does. He said he's a growth consultant and LinkedIn expert. 7 figures in client deals, one at 5 to 300x ROI. And then he talks about joining his secret email list, giving you the link. And then like if you want consulting, he has also the link to it. And another thing about him is that like he put his website there. So when you're creating your own profile or when you're trying to customize your own profile, make sure that like every detail that has to do with the business you offer is there. For someone like myself that is into voiceover and explainer videos, I could write in my bio that like I create explainer videos for startup companies that would want to 10x their sales in the next 2-3 years, something of that nature, that whenever a startup company sees my profile, they would know that, like, okay, this is what this person is about. This person creates explainer videos for us. This person is a voiceover artist that focuses on businesses, right? And that's where once they see it, and then if I should recreate my banner in such a way that, like, it shows what I also do, all right, it shows what I do, then they would have that feeling that, like, okay, yeah, we can actually work with this person because this is the person we are looking for. I'm going to show you guys some other examples of other profiles out there. We have this lady who is a copywriter, and her banner shows what's the word? Her picture and what she does. The raddest, baddest crew of copywriters on the internet, right? And her bio says that, like, founder of the Copy Pose, the new school of copywriters. Learn, write, ignite, 100K strong on YouTube. Now, she's bringing out her A game, the best of her best, in her bio. And then you can as well see her website also. I'm going to use one last profile for you to have an idea about how to customize your own profile also. All right, so this is Alex Barman. He's one of the people that I also follow on YouTube. And what it does, or what it teaches, is cold emailing, all right, and B2B lead generation. Now, if you can see in the description of the name, not the handle now, but the description, it shows what he does. Let me take it back to the other people that, like, I showed earlier. Okay, Alex Catoni did not write anything about that, but James Watson says something about what he does. He mentions that, like, he's the LinkedIn king, meaning that, like, if you're trying to get a client from LinkedIn, you can always go to him. You can do the same also in your profile, such that when people see your profile, they'll be like, wow, okay, this is this person and this is what he or she does. Okay, so all right, so we have Alex Barman, and he said, like, the original cold email king, SaaS founder, 2 exits, cost creator, 7-figure agency owner with Robert Indres, right? And YouTube creator, courses. He gives the link to his courses, and then when it comes to his website, he used his YouTube link for you to, like, watch all his videos, because this dude has a lot of content on his YouTube page, and from there he would give you free materials whereby you would, in exchange, give him his email, and from there you'll be able to, like, enter into his email list, and he would sell to you on the long run. Okay, so that is the first part on the list. I'm going to remove this right now. Okay, and then the second part is profile your target audience and follow them. Now, when I say profile your target audience, you need to know the people that you want to work with. All right, whether you are into painting, whether you are into car sales, right? You need to be able to, like, have a picture of the people that, like, you want to work with, and then you follow them. Now, I'm not trying to say that, like, follow just everybody that, like, you meet, but look at their profile, look at the tweets that they hand out, and then, like, ask yourself that, like, okay, can this person be a suitable client on the long run? If the person is going to be, then I would advise you that you do what? You follow them. Now, there's something about like-minded people trying to, like, attracting each other. If that person feels that, like, hey, I need the service of this person, or what this person is into, I am interested in it, then the person also would follow you back. But if you're just following random people that are in no way of interest to you or to your business, then you would only be gathering crowd. You would not be looking for proper people who most likely would use your service on the long run. So profile your target audience, right? Search for them, look for them, and then add them up. Now, in trying to, like, profile, I think we've spoken about profiling people on the long run. I said last year, beg your pardon. Last year we talked about profiling people such that you ask yourself that, like, okay, what location are they? What gender are they? What are their interests? How much do they earn, right? By the time you're done profiling them, you have a mental image of the kind of people that you really want to follow. And from there, you start following them. And before long, they will do what? They'll start following you back as well. All right. So that's number 2 on the list. Moving on to number 3, we have Create unique and engaging content. Now, this itself is very, very, very important, right? It's very, very important that like you create unique and engaging content. Now, when we talk about unique and engaging content, you need to give value to your audience, right? You don't just come on Twitter and then like every banter you see, you're trying to like join in, you're trying to like let's say somebody says something and then like they insulted you, and you're trying to insult the person back, and before you know it's like you are known for someone who causes an uproar on Twitter, right? Business owners would not take you seriously. People that most likely would want to patronize you would not take you seriously. However, if you create content that is useful for people within your niche, right? And one of the things I'm going to tell you is this: have three different topics that like you would focus on and you would always write about. Have three different topics. Now, let's say I am into email marketing, for instance. I could decide that like, okay, the topics that like I'll be focusing on is emails, right? Sales, and let's say startups, just giving an example. And then every time I decide to write, these are the topics that like I would decide to actually focus on. And when I'm trying to like give value to people, let me give you an example of one of these people. I would take it back to my Twitter, and I will take it back to the LinkedIn King, right? Now, scrolling down, you'll see James Watson has a thread. There's something called a thread whereby you have you create valuable content that people can actually consume. We know that like Twitter is like a micro blog, right? And you can actually give them nuggets that can actually help their businesses, that can actually help their lives. Now, these value you are giving to them is, or are rather, are things that like your potential audience most likely would need. It would benefit them. Now, once they see you as that person that keeps giving value to them, they would what? They would trust you, they will like you, and definitely they've already known you. Okay, right? You are creating this persona in their mindset that like, hey, this person is our go-to guide whenever we need this thing. That is the essence of giving value. And another beauty about giving value on Twitter is that like if you're giving value to people, people can easily share by retweeting what you just wrote. And that way more eyes will get to see what you write, and people who feel that like they resonate with what you are, or the messages that you are passing across, would definitely do what? Would definitely follow you on the long run. And before long, they would also want to use your service as a business owner. So always throw out quality content. Now, I was talking about James Watson here. Let me click on this, and we'll scroll down. All right, now he has different posts on different things. Now he's talked about personalized image marketing on LinkedIn. Now this is a thread on its own, right? For that one, now let's click on it because there are tons of threads, right? Let me just give you a feel of what a thread is about. Now he says that like the PIM system, personalized image marketing on LinkedIn. All right, now this is a thread. Now this is one of 9, right? And then he has 2 of 9, still continuing the same topic. Then he has 3 of 9, still continuing the same thing. 4 of 9. Now, by the time you're done reading all these, you would have gotten something valuable from that particular person. And if you notice something, right, let me take it back up. If you notice something, people always retweet these contents. Aside from the fact that like he had 229 likes, he got 51 people to retweet it. Now imagine 51 people having their own audiences, and their own audiences also coming around to see this thing that this person is writing. Before long, this particular person would have blown. Let me look for another person again. I think cold email wizard used to have threads. Come, let me just quickly check. No. Let me take it back. Let's go down a bit. If I cannot find it, then we'll just continue that way. So I continue from there rather. Okay, I don't think it has anything here right now. So let me just take it off. All right, but you have a feel of what I'm trying to say when it comes to what creating unique and engaging content. Always give value to your what's the word, to your audience. And then number 4 on the list, which is the penultimate number, is engage actual users and followers. Now, it is not enough for you to just put out content out there. All right, you also need to engage people. When you see that, like, okay, somebody commented on your post, also write something there. And if you see what's the word, people that you're following that are writing also, or that have written rather valuable content, comment on their posts, give your own thoughts on what they have written. And before long, those people will start paying attention to you because they realize that this person always comes to give valuable information whenever they come around to do what? To comment on their posts. All right. That way, you would create this relationship with these people and it would help your business on the long run. All right. So learn to do what? Engage with actual users and followers. Now, it's really key. It would really help your business out. Always engage with people. And then the final part on my list is pitch. Pitch. It's not enough for you to just keep posting content. It's not enough for you to just interact with people. Remember, I told you, like, you have to first of all follow the people that you feel that are your potential audience, and then you do what? You pitch. By the time you're reading through what your potential clients are saying, and they're like, you feel that, like, hey, maybe they have this problem, enter into their DMs and introduce yourself. Hey, my name is so and so, and this is what I do. I saw that, like, you posted this thing, and I would like to work with you. And that way, those people would also come to your profile. They will check everything that you have written so far. And if they feel that, like, you have been given enough content, right, they'll be like, okay, this person is trustworthy. Let's give him a shot. Now, it may not happen all the time, right? You may enter into different people's DM and not up to 5% would actually respond to you. But those people that will respond to you would actually become your long-term clients. And those people also are premium clients that would help your business to soar. I hope with this point, I have somebody that is commenting or that just commented. I have Haduki Ewa Signatures. Thank you for being a part of the show. All right. Thank you very much. Now, with this point, I hope that, like, you've been able to, like, learn something tangible and you would be able to go on Twitter and kill it. But I'll take all the points from the beginning again, right? I said number 1 is customize your Twitter profile. Number 2 is profile your target audience and follow them. The people that, like, most likely are able to patronize you. You do not want to work with random people. You do not just want to gather crowd on your list. All right. Number 3 is create unique and engaging content. All right. Always give value to your audience. Create threads, give value, have topics that, like, you talk about, and post 3 to 5 times a day. It's very, very important. All right. And number 4 on the list is engage actual users and followers. And then the last part is pitch. Tell the people, enter into their DM and tell them the things that you do. All right. On this note, I have come to the end of today's episode. I believe that you've been able to learn something tangible. And I hope to see you again this weekend, where I would be interviewing another entrepreneur. That I said at the beginning of this year that, like, I'll be interviewing. I said earlier that, like, I'll be interviewing 50 to 60 entrepreneurs, and so far so good. I have done some pre-recording, and I would be showing one of them this weekend for your viewing pleasure, and also for you to learn from them 1 or 2 things. My name remains Adam Sulafemelajide, and as I always say, be the best version God has created you to be. Signing out, guys. Enjoy.